The one and only PlayStation Fever here, bringing you my top anticipated games for the PlayStation Vita for the remainder of 2014 and going beyond 2015. So, these are my top 10 PlayStation Vita games from PSN to retail, and quite frankly, I cannot wait to play these games and bring you the full gameplay reviews on these games. And let's do the countdown right now. Number 10. To kick off the list, I have Gravity Crash Ultra, which to me, when I saw the trailer, I was like, well, why does this remind me of Galaga? It's like the old school version of shooting, going around, super fast pace, a lot of, stuff going on, and it's a nice PlayStation Network title, which I feel like just resonates and works better on the PlayStation Vita because you can take it on the go. And just the soundtrack and all that I've seen so far definitely seems like a perfect game to take on the go, and, it's a shooting game, so I can play like a modern version of a Galaga, which is kind of cool. Number 9. Next on the list, it's MotoGP 14, which I'm a big fan of anything racing related. And there hasn't been much for the PlayStation Vita in that regard. The only thing we had was Need for Speed Most Wanted, which ran perfect. I think for anything else, it was great. So, MotoGP, it's motorcycling. I've never really actually bought or played full-length of a game like this, but it should be a first entry for the PlayStation Vita since it is racing in a way. Number 8. Mercenary Kings takes for number 8 on the list for the PlayStation Vita. Already been released though, but taking that same game on the go for the Vita looks like a lot of fun. It's a more modernized 16-bit version of a game. A lot of shooting, I feel for a fact there's going to be a lot of comical scenes and all that. And overall it just looks like a perfect game to take it on the go and be able to enjoy that. So I'm really excited to play this game. Number 7. Number 7, another game that's already been released on PC and it's coming to the PlayStation 4. It's Wolf Among Us, which once again, it's from Telltale Studios, that company that also make The Walking Dead kind of comic book style to that. If you've seen the game, you know what I'm talking about. And once again, the creators of them took something original and then decided to go with that. And it looks like a lot of fun. I've seen a lot of gameplay of it, and definitely looks a lot of interactiveness, like The Walking Dead was on the platforms and even the PlayStation Vita. And the Wolf Among Us is going to take that same thing as episodes and DLC. And sure enough, cannot wait to actually play this. And I'm waiting to play it on the PlayStation Vita so I can go ahead and take it on the go. Number 6. Number 6, it's FIFA 15 for the PlayStation Vita. Once more, this looks like a great game. I have not bought a FIFA game on the PlayStation Vita, which I have played FIFA 14 on the PlayStation 4, which has already got me excited for FIFA 15 for the Vita. So I figured, well, 14 and 15 on the console is kind of the same thing. Why not just get it on the PlayStation Vita to see what they add in the previous stuff? So I'm excited to see what they add. Maybe a little bit more stats, updates, woo, and maybe more game modes and more of a robust online multiplayer, which I'm really hoping for. And if there's any connection between the FIFA 15 version of Vita and PS4, that would be kind of cool. Number 5. For number 5, we have Dissidia 4. Hopefully I'm actually even pronouncing the name right. But this game looks really fun. It's a RPG styled. There's a lot of content going on in this game, which it's already been on the PlayStation 3, but it's the same thing, taking it on the PlayStation Vita, which I'm excited. I've not really played any of the previous ones. I've heard of them. I've seen gameplay of that, which has piqued my interest just because I'm not a huge fan of this genre. But it looks like a promising game on the Vita. And sure enough, I've heard really good stuff about it on the PlayStation Vita port. So, Dissidia 4 RPG with a lot of content going on definitely looks like a promising game. And cannot wait to actually play this on the Vita. Number 4. Number 4, Hotline Miami 2. So, I'm a big fan of Hotline Miami when I played it on the PlayStation 3. It's a lot of fun. And also on the PlayStation Vita, I feel like it plays much more better on the Vita just because it just feels more, perfect on your hand. So, I'm a big fan. I love this sort of style to it. It's like an 8-bit, really retro, cool, suave music, which I definitely love. And a lot of gore. For a little 8-bit, for a lot of pixelations, you can definitely see the guts going off. But Hotline Miami 2 is to take that same role as the first one, but sure enough, add bigger worlds and levels and weapons and all the different story mode to continue what happened in the previous game. So I'm excited. I'm definitely excited to continue the saga on Hotline Miami on the PlayStation Vita. Number 3. Joe Danger. Now this game came on the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation Network, and I'm sure it made its debut on the Xbox and PC, I'm assuming. But I've not actually played this game extensively. I've only played the demo when they had it on the PlayStation 3. So And I know Joe Danger 2, the second version of it, already came out. So I'm hoping and I'm really excited to go ahead and play this. It's like a platform game, really, and it's just the character is on a motorcycle and collects coins and all this. So the game looks a lot of fun. It looked a lot of fun on the PlayStation 3 when I played it on the demo version of it, but being able to play the full version of Joe Danger 1 or the second one, I'm all for it, and I can't wait to play it on the Vita. Number 2. If you've been following my channel for a long time, you would see that I am kind of anticipating this little game called Minecraft. It's made its debut on the PlayStation 3 platform a few months ago, 6-7 months ago, and from there on we heard that 4J Studios was going to go ahead and port that for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and obviously the PlayStation Vita. And there hasn't been like official gameplay trailer. There's only been like sneak peeks here and there, screenshots. But we did confirm that Minecraft PlayStation Vita version was going to be identical to the console version of PlayStation 3, which once again is bigger than the Pocket Edition. Obviously not as big as the console for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One or the PC in that regard. But the idea is being able to have this huge franchise game, Minecraft, that a lot of people like, and being able to take the next incentive, right, to take it on the go, definitely seems like a must-have for it. If you have a PlayStation Vita, and if you have always been intrigued of playing Minecraft, I think this is like a great incentive to go ahead and buy that now, because you get the PlayStation 3 and the Vita version for the same price, which, quite frankly, is kind of cool. And you can go ahead and save worlds from one to the other, which, once more, is kind of cool. Number 1! Alright, so we saw a variety of list games for the PlayStation Vita, but there is one game that I'm super excited for the Vita that we haven't really got too much to see, but we know it's in development, and that is Gravity Rush. Gravity Rush for me was the reasons why I got the PlayStation Vita alongside Uncharted and Golden Abyss. It was something different, and quite frankly, the first game is something perfect. That it just feels like it's nothing like everything else. It's not a shoot up. It is an action adventure in a way I can think of it, but it has a Japanese taste to it because it was from Japan Studios. But they're being able to use some of the functions of the PlayStation Vita, like the augmented reality and also moving the Vita around. All that definitely made the game much more encouraging. It was just so different. It was a lot of fun being able to take as a hero and doing all these cool stuff. And quite frankly, I'm really excited. There hasn't been much like gameplay-wise or news about Gravity Rush 2 by any chance, but we do know that it's coming on the Vita, and I can't wait to actually play this on my PlayStation. So there's a roundup of all the upcoming anticipated games for the PlayStation Vita. I'm really can't wait. There's a nice variety of a lot of things going on. Some PlayStation Network, some retail. Hopefully enough, we'll see what other games Sony announces on Gamescom. Hopefully that would be added onto the list later on. So guys, thanks again for watching. Hit that like button, it helps me so much. Subscribe, baby, and tell all your friends about this guy that makes video games called PlayStation Fever. And to the next one.